everyone. I hope you are doing good. So today's topic of discussion will be endotracheal suctioning. Let's talk about definition first. So endotracheal tube suctioning is a common procedure which is carried out in intensive care unit uh, for the removal of pulmonary secretions from a patient with an artificial airway in place. So in this procedure, what we have to do, we will generate a negative pressure by using a suction machine. So then only we can remove all the secretions. Next is, what are the purpose of endotracheal tube suction? The first is to remove the secretions. Second is to maintain a patent airway. So there are two types of suction. One is open suction and second one is closed suction. So what is open suction? In open suction, when your patient is on open suction, what you have to do, you have to disconnect the endotracheal tube from the ventilator device. Like from ventilator, first you have to disconnect the patient from ventilator, then only you can insert the suction catheter inside the ET tube. Next is closed suction. So in closed suction, a suction catheter is connected to a ventilation circuit, and endotracheal tube suction can be performed without disconnecting the patient from the ventilation circuit. Insert inside the endotracheal tube while performing a ET suction on a patient who is on ventilator. So here you can see this is a plain suction catheter. If you have a thumb control suction catheter, you can perform a suction by using a thumb control also. So here you can see there are two lengths which is mentioned on the back side of the suction catheter. First is total length and second is effective length. So what does it mean, total length? Total length means from this end to from this end. And what is effective length? Effective length means from this end to only this end, the part which can go inside the ET tube. There is one formula for selecting a suction catheter. FR is equal to, in brackets, size of the ET tube in mm minus 1 into 2. For example, the size of the ET tube is 7 mm minus 1 into 2. 7 minus 1 is equal to 6 into 2. So the size of the suction catheter will be 12 French. So you will select 12 French size suction catheter if your patient is having a ET tube size 7 mm. And one thing which I want to tell you, that you should never insert the full suction catheter inside the ET tube. Always leave 8 to 10 centimeter, approximate this much, outside end of the ET tube, because if you will insert the full suction catheter inside the ET tube, it can damage to carina and it can cause mucosal ulceration and bleeding. So that's why you should never insert the full suction catheter inside the ET tube, and you have to leave 8 to 10 centimeter part of the suction catheter outside end of the ET tube. ET suction procedure and how far the suction catheter should be inserted inside the ET or ET tube. So as we all know, suction is a sterile procedure. So we need two persons. So the person who will be doing the procedure, that person will wear a sterile glove. So she is wearing a sterile glove and another person will assist her, and that person will be wearing a clean glove. So before suction, first you have to pre-oxygenate your patient. So how we will pre-oxygenate, or we can say hyperventilate the patient? Because if
without hyperventilation vigorously, if you will do the suction, there might be a chances your patient may go into hypoxia. So it is very important. First you have to hyperventilate your patient by pressing a FiO2 button for 2 minutes. So now we have pressed the FiO2 button. Now you can take the suction tube. So with the dominant hand you can take the suction catheter, and now we have to connect the suction catheter with the suction tube. Now you can disconnect the tube. Now you have to insert the suction catheter. So while inserting the suction catheter inside the ET tube, you should not apply the negative pressure. When you have to apply the negative pressure, when you have to take out the suction catheter, that time you have to apply the negative pressure, and within 10 seconds you have to finish the procedure. So now wait for few seconds. Meanwhile, you can post flush the suction catheter with normal saline. Okay, then after the procedure, if you still feel some secretions are inside your TT tube, then again you have to follow the same steps. First you have to hyperventilate.
Thank you everyone for watching this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, and you can share this video with your friends and your colleague, those who are working in a critical care.